What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com, and you can see that at the top of the screen. New banners. It's fun stuff. It's the process. It's Friday. We're closing out the work week strong. We're going to take a look, as you can see on the screen, from the NBA contest for yesterday. Plus, we'll break down what we're going to be entering today in MLB. But first, like, subscribe, notification bell, all that good stuff. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. You see it under my face. And then go sign up at PrizePicks, sponsor of the process. Use the promo code Awesemo. Promo code's still the same, at least for right now. You can get a match deposit bonus of up to $100. So if you put in 50, they'll match with 50. You put in 100, they will match with $100. That's really fantastic. So do that as fast as you possibly can. Go sign up at PrizePicks. Tons of PrizePicks tools on Awesemo.com to help you. We've got plenty of video content, written content, and the free PrizePicks player prop tool on the site to help you out. Now, we're going to talk about the 4-point play from yesterday. Not ideal. Real bad across the board for Awesemo here. We all took an absolute beating. Rinpack was the best, down $42. None of us had a lineup even remotely close to that top 1%. There are a couple reasons for that. First, I'm going to start by even though I lost most of everything that I had for the NBA yesterday, I couldn't have been more correct about Al Horford. Now, I don't care that he had 47.5 points. That's not what I'm patting myself on the back for. Al Horford played 39 minutes yesterday. I was all over increased minutes for Al Horford. That is a reason that he was in 60% of my utility spot. Boom, right here. 40% of my captain spot. Boom. I had Al Horford in everything. Fully wasted that opportunity, by the way. Light on Andrew Wiggins. Not exactly helpful. Too heavy on Derek White. Not helpful. Probably not heavy enough on Draymond Green. I was just generally light on the Warriors in the grand scheme of things. So there's that. But this is where the big piece was, the piece that I did not have. Gary Payton, 4,200, had 20 fantasy points. Also ended up being functional in the captain spot. I had the least amount of Gary Payton of anybody here. We were all low on Gary Payton. I get the sense we would have all been even lower. Our ownership projection was 23% for Payton. He was twice that, basically. So I probably would have had none if we got that correct. Just a miss. Like, he played really well. I had a bunch of Jaylen Brown. That was fine. But the biggie for me, I had Jason Tatum in every lineup. 95%, in fact, in the utility. He was absolutely abysmal. And if we really want to hash it out, and look, everybody at Awesemo was in the same boat for me. I actually was the second most exposed guy to Steph Curry, who you certainly needed yesterday. There's no way around that. He had 60. Eric got 25% of them. Nothing in the captain. I had 15. Nothing in the captain. Adam didn't have him at all. Alex didn't have him at all. Rinpack barely had him. 5% utility, 2 lineups in the captain. We were just, generally speaking, light there. And if you look at it over here, 80% to Tatum, 100, 90, 95, 85. We took the bet on Jason Tatum over Curry, which I think was the correct move. It did not work out, and that's where we end up. Winning lineup in the 4-point play last night gave the 0. Curry at the captain spot, Jaylen Brown, Draymond Green, Andrew Wiggins, Al Horford, and a 0. If your 0 happened to be Luke Cornett, you got a rebound in blowout run, and that became unique for you. So congratulations. But that's the NBA. We are done talking NBA contests. We are done talking NBA anything at this point in time, at least for another month or two. But now we could talk a little bit about baseball. I've got the contest pulled up for today. I added a little bit of a highlight and a selector here for myself so that you guys can see it. And we're going to talk through all of the contests for today. It's nothing crazy. It's basically the same stuff we normally see. We looked at MLB on the 14th, which was Tuesday. We had, the big contest is the relay throw. That was a 48.6 times your buy-in. That 43. So it's a little bit worse today, but still the best contest that you're going to get in. Maxing that is the goal here. But the base hit is your number one contest for today based on your ratio of 1% average to your buy-in. That is much better than it normally is. Actually, this is usually a relatively low payout structure, but today the base hit looking darn good. I'm also going to get into the chin music, very comparable at this point. That's 2 individual single entry contests. I had $9 left over in this case, so I am just entering the hot corner. I don't love the payout structure, but studs aren't going to be in it. It's a 5K prize pool. It's a great bankroll builder, in my opinion, so I'm happy. I think that I can still beat that contest, so I'm going to get in it. But the one difference we're going to have here, and you can see it marked, I am going to enter the 50-cent mini max over the 4-seamer, and I'm going to explain why right now. And it's not any sort of interesting reason. I think the 4-seamer is the better contest for you to enter. It's basically the same amount of buy-in. I think it just simply pays out better than the mini max by at least a little bit. Nothing too crazy. They're super close as far as I'm concerned. But the reason that I'm doing this is because I am doing a little bit of a test. I'm looking at what an MLB slate would look like without any forced stacking. You know, I'll take what I can get. If I get to 3 or 4 guys in a lineup, I think that's okay. But I'm doing this as an experiment to be able to try something before I would take this on to a higher dollar. And this is something that I really think people should do, whether that's on DraftKings, whether that's on FanDuel, where they have the nickel tournament for 150, or at least in basketball they do. I'm not entirely sure about the baseball status, but get into the low dollar if you can to try and test some strategies out for moving up the ladder. Because finishing at the top of a 23,000, like regularly beating a 23,000 person contest is for the most part going to work up and down the buy-in tier. Sure, the relay throw is going to be harder at $15. You're going to get better overall competition, but it's not so dissimilar. Your ROI is going to come down as you move up in buy-in, but if you can regularly beat 25,000 person fields, you're probably going to be able to scale that at least a little bit. I want to test this out on the mini max where I'm not just going to go broke firing $2,200 a slate into the relay throw when I can do it for 75. So Adam and I talked this out on the strategy show 2 or 3 days ago. We are going to be on the deeper dive later today to really talk this, or to talk it through more potentially, but that's where you'll get all my thoughts on today's slate. I really want to take a shot at changing the way I play 150 lineups in baseball, getting away from a forced stack scenario. This is going to be the mechanism that I'm going to do it. So I am taking a little bit of a hit on the 4-seamer today. You know, you get 34.5 times your buy-in for the 4-seamer. This one's only 29.5. It's not the most ideal scenario, but it's going to buy me an extra chunk of lineups. I would rather have the extra 130 lineups to really mix and match. Hopefully I can hit one of these single entries, and that's going to be the real thing that we're looking for. But for now, mini max, 50-cent mini max is going to be my experiment moving forward, and we'll be able to document all of that experiment in this video series. Golf, we'll see where we end up at the end of Friday. Maybe we'll take a look at something else over the weekend. Not entirely sure. We're not going to have Game 7 for the NBA, unfortunately. That kind of stinks. So this will be the end of the process for today. On Monday, we will do a recap of these baseball results. We'll do a recap of the PGA results. We'll get into more MLB stuff on Monday, but that is where we're at for right now. Friday in the books. If you guys have further questions, let me know in the comment section. If there's something you want to see in this video, let me know in the comment section. The blueprint is open now. With basketball over, we have nothing but time in these process shows. Analyzing baseball contests on a day-to-day basis is going to get a little slow, so we can start to open up the scope of this show into something bigger. Whatever you guys want to see, we can do it here. So make sure you're tuning in Monday through Friday on the process. Thank you to PrizePicks for sponsoring this show. Thank you to Stokastic. That's the new Awesemo name, folks. You see it at the top. Thank you to Stokastic for allowing me to do this. Good luck, everybody. Enjoy your weekend. I will talk to you guys on Monday.